We're doing section 1.4 today, and it has a lot of vocabulary words. So we're going to make this graphic organizer out of our notes. So start by folding your piece of paper in half vertically.
Not all the way.
Hot dog
No,
style.
yeah, hot dog style, but not no hot dog style.
And just up to this red margin so that you keep your holes open.
Don't cover up the
So
hole.
not all the way to the holes, but
Stay
just
with
to
the
there.
tree.
So that way you can put it back into your binder when you are done.
Make a nice crease on it.
Yeah.
So you might want to just leave yours in here.
6th grade year.
Me and Myron are doing
I don't like these issues.
Okay, once you get your paper folded, take your scissors, and you're going to cut just the top layer that you folded over, all the way up to your fold. And start cutting. Did you get scissors?
Wait.
Wait, what?
Like
Not
this
both
layer?
papers, only, you're only going to cut
Only
through
the
one
top
piece of
one.
paper, only the top layer.
So the one without the holes.
And start with the heading.
Yes,
cut
the
right
piece of paper
underneath
without the
heading,
hole.
And only cut over to your fold.
How many lines each cut?
So do the heading and then cut 3 lines. So you make sections of 3 lines.
Only this part?
3 spaces.
Oh,
Make a
okay.
little book.
So every third one?
Yeah.
And then
Oh
when
my
you do
God.
that,
Third space. cut.
I can't make it to
Riley, you
my.
threw away your snowflake.
Close enough. You'll be fine.
Skip 2 lines, I understand.
3. You want 3 spaces.
3 twice?
3 spaces to write on. Apologize for the quality of the scissors. Three lines down. One more. There you go. Yep, every.
Really? Last week?
Yep.
She doesn't know what you're eating anymore. But she doesn't even know what's going
Yeah.
Okay, start cutting there. Those all right. You want a different pair of scissors or what?
Now different pair of scissors?
Yeah, actually,
I like
I like
good
pen.
They're all
Nice
the same. I don't need to try, but-
I thought you had like the fake scissors, not the
You're a
little.
big guy, one pair.
Can I
You
use
want to use that special kid?
No.
I have a decent pair.
It's supposed to probably don't.
I think the last one's gonna be one of those. Taylor, it should be perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect.
See what, and perfect.
That is perfection.
Oh, yeah.
Boo.
Are those any good?
Yeah.
Section 1.4, polygons.
I don't know.
Not even.
Okay, so we're going to go through our list of terms, and you can write the term on the outside here, and then open it up and write the definition here, and then you can draw a picture on that.
We still have a couple of kids cutting, so.
That's okay.
When
There's
you're,
scissors on your desk.
okay, thank you.
No, I'm not. Thank you.
So polygon
What
goes
page
on
is
the
this
outside
on? I
of
don't
each
know how to
paper.
spell.
It's up there.
So we have the outside,
Yep, facing you.
right here.
Yep, right there.
All right, a polygon is a closed figure.
Yeah, and then the definition goes on the inside. So the word goes on the outside, the definition goes on the inside. And so you still want this is putting the pattern forward. Those who do not learn
No.
All right, a polygon is a closed figure formed by connecting line segments end to end. quadrilateral polygon.
Yep, perfect.
That looks like a house.
Yes, Curtis?
So isn't a circle polygon?
Line segments.
Oh.
Well, could you say that a circle is one line that goes?
Yeah, I think by this definition, a circle is not a polygon
It's not,
because of
yeah.
what you just said, because there's no line.
Line segments, okay. Lizzie,
Then what would a circle be?
put the definition right here, and then you can draw pictures over here. Does that make sense?
No, you're okay.
Sorry, this is meant to be set up so that you can quiz yourself later on.
So then do you want them to draw
What's a
some,
polygon?
so should they draw some examples then on the
Yeah,
other side?
yeah, and then on this, on the right side of the flap, you can draw your example.
So then if you guys wrote it on the page, on the inside of the flap, you can put the example, a couple of examples, okay? If you wrote the definition on the inside flap, then write your examples on the page itself, okay? If you use both of them to write them, like a few of you did, that's okay, just put your examples in there somewhere. The key is, like she said, now you have an opportunity to quiz yourself before we have a test or quiz or whatever, whatever that happens.
Okay, our next term is vertex. Who remembers what a vertex is? Kurt. Colton, sorry. Colton.
So vertex is like the corner of the shape?
Yeah, yeah, it's the corners of the shape, or we could say each point where two sides meet is called a vertex of the polygon.
So vertex is the fancy word for corner, and a corner is where the sides meet. So again, write the definition in there somewhere, and then put an example. You can do them side by side, or you can do them all on the same thing, doesn't really matter. I keep doing that too.
It's getting trashed.
I know. Corner.
Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward. Our next term is diagonal.
Try to spell that.
D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L.
G.
Diagonal.
That's so great.
I'm not a good speller. There's a U in it. Okay?
There's no U in diagonal.
No, in hippopotamus.
Diagonal.
And she's got a word up there, which we haven't really talked about yet, vertices. Vertices is the plural of vertex.
Oh yeah, you should add that maybe to your
Yeah,
notes
so
on
vertex is one of them. Vertices is if you have two or more.
What do I mean by non-consecutive?
If they're not straight up and down or left, or straight left and right.
Yeah, they're not in a row. These are consecutive. These two are not consecutive.
What would you get if you connected two consecutive vertices in a polygon? Where would that line fall on your shape? Yeah, it would just be one of the sides of the shape, so that's kind of a silly thing to do. So that's why the diagonal has to be connected to non-consecutive vertices, because otherwise you just have a side.
Can I flip the page? Almost. Our next word is concave. And I remember Mr. Aldrich talked about this a little bit last week. Does anybody remember what concave means?
No.
You think of the word cave.
Oh,
Inward.
like a triangle, and it'd be like.
Where the bear goes.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. There's a little cave where
So
the
we're
bear
going to
can
use a
go
little
in and
bit
sleep.
more of a formal definition. So it's concave if it has at least one diagonal that's on the outside of the polygon. And I'll draw a picture of
Can I
it.
just draw my sheet?
Yeah, sometimes an example is the best way to define the term. So that's why she's having you draw both examples and using the words. Make the, how about if you do that like dotted line,
Yeah.
so they know it's.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Or you can just, you know,
Just do
touch
it.
that, yeah.
Polygon.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, is that clear?
So the dotted line she has drawn there is a diagonal that would be outside of that shape. Or you can just think about it having a little cave for a bear to crawl into and sleep.
All right, that's concave. So our next one is convex. What do you think convex is?
I can't spell.
So convex polygon has all of its diagonals contained within the polygon. All of those would be convex.
So that's what you think of as a normal shape. That's how you usually draw them.
Polygon with no outside diagonals. All right, our next word is congruent. We're talking about congruent polygons. Two polygons that are exactly the same size and shape. Do you remember what all these tick marks mean? Are there any questions about congruent?
No.
Oh, wait a second and then do it. All right, next is perimeter. What's perimeter? Can you say that again? The outside? Yeah, what about it? The length. So it's the length of all, the sum of the lengths of all the sides of a polygon is its perimeter. The sum of the lengths of the sides. So what would the perimeter of this triangle be? Pretty straightforward.
And the last three from the next section.
Okay.
Or is that true?
I just realized I didn't go through the number of the sides.
Oh,
of the
right,
angles.
okay.
So my next one I had was quadrilateral, but I didn't talk about.
Okay. Go ahead and do that one, and then we can
Okay.
just refer them to the chart.
All right, so the next one is quadrilateral.
And then are the ones after that from the...
Yeah, for that
Okay,
little
so
section.
this will be the last one
Okay.
for this? Okay.
Last one, quadrilateral. Anybody tell me what a quadrilateral is? Yes, Cole. Excellent. So on page 54 of your book, we've got a chart that has the number of sides and what we call, right? So 3 sides triangle, 4 sides a quadrilateral.
What's 5 sides?
Pentagon.
What's 6 sides?
Hexagon.
What's 7 sides?
Heptagon.
8?
Octagon.
9?
Nonagon.
10?
Decagon.
11?
Undecagon.
Cheater.
Undecagon.
Undecagon? Okay.
Undeck. Like Uno.
Oh,
But you take the O off.
okay. Undecagon. And 12 is?
Dodecagon.
Dodecagon. Okay, but you guys know the basic ones, right?
C.
Quad is 4, pentagon is 5, hexagon is 6, octagon is 8.
You forgot 7.
I know, but you don't really have very many of those. Okay, so if you don't know those, the chart's on what page?
54.
54, okay. All
And
right.
then with the end on.
What's in dodecagon?
Oh, right. Well, what if you, what's an n-gon?
A variable gone.
Yeah, so you don't know how many sides it has, it just has a lot, okay?
Or like if you had 25 sides, you'd just call it a 25.
Right,
Because
25.
there's no special name.
What's a
Right.
dodecahedron?
Then that's a three-dimensional, like when we made the
That is a
tetrahedral kites,
really big
that word implies 3 dimensions, so.
Does everybody have about 3 spaces left?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll check those out tomorrow.
Okay, so we have.
3 spaces left? I have like smaller paper or something.
You do your own.
I get
You have the line rule.
Wait, what was the example?
Quadrilateral, just a 4-side figure, you can draw a rectangle or a square, or just draw 4 sides.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Oh, we're done.
elementary. That's elementary.
Yep, we're done.
Let's say I score like R,
You are.
just R, and
And
then
we think you have the team for cheating.
No, Buzz. No.
and you're watching them.
I'll give you some.